Hello all. Today we'll have a discussion on the difference between expense versus asset. This is coming under video number 2 for income statement. So there are 3 questions which we are trying to answer in this video. Question number 1 is what is an expense? Question number 2 is what is an asset? And the last one is how do we identify whether an item of expenditure is an expense or asset. Many a times when I interact with the students of MBA with regard to the financial accounting course, they most frequently ask me this question. Sir, you are teaching about income statement, you are also teaching about balance sheet. It's fine. We understand what is an expense, we understand what is a revenue, we also understand what is an asset, liability and owner's equity items. But once we move out of the classroom, the question that comes to our mind is what is the exact difference between an expense and an asset? Many a times we get confused, right? So this may be there in the mind of many of you. So let's try to have a clear-cut demarcation between what is an expense and what is an asset. Question number 1. What is an expense? An expense is nothing but the consumption of an economic resource or resources which is measurable in monetary terms. So it should be an economic resource which is consumed. That means there is a reduction in the value of the asset because of our usage of the asset, which can be measured in terms of monetary terms. If that is the case, then it is an expense. What are the examples for that? Raw material consumed, salaries, utilities, depreciation of the fixed assets, rent, interest on borrowings, research and development cost, training and development expenses, taxes. So if you look at the commonality among all of them, what do you find, right? What is the commonality, right? The similarity is that all of them result in the reduction in the value of the asset. I mean, if you are going to compare the before and after value of the asset, what you will find is that there is a reduction in the value of the economic resource. I am using the word asset. Asset is basically an economic resource, right? So let me give you very clearly how do you relate, right, an expense with the reduction in the value of the asset. For example, when I say there is raw material consumption, what does it mean? This means that the inventory value has come down, right? So that means there is a consumption with regard to inventory. That means reduction in the value of inventory. Similarly, when I say depreciation is nothing but reduction in the value of, right, a tangible asset because of wear and tear. That means because of usage and passage of time. So when we say depreciation is an expense, what does it mean? It means that there is some reduction in the value of fixed assets, right? For example, furniture, depreciation on furniture, depreciation on machine, right? If you look at all other items like salaries, utilities, interest on borrowings, rent, research and development cost, training and development cost, and taxes, all of these expenses result in reduction of cash. That means money is going out because we have to pay rent, we have to pay salaries, we have to pay R&D cost, we have to pay training and development expense to the guy who is giving the training. We should also pay taxes to the government, right? So that means all these things are example for expenses, right? Now let's go to the next question. The next question is what is an asset? We have understood what is an expense. Now we want to know what is an asset. An asset is nothing but, right, a kind of benefit pending for the future, right? So that means I can put it in a different way. I can say that an asset is not an expense. It is not an expense. So what does it mean? It means there is no consumption of resource or resources. That means the benefit of the economic resource is not yet over. It is yet to be over. Then it is an asset. What does it mean? There is future benefit. Example for assets are this. You know, I don't need to tell you, but I am just giving you some examples, right? Cash, inventories, accounts receivables, prepaid expenses, land, building, machinery, furniture, vehicles, all these things are example for assets. Land, building and machinery in accounting is known as PPE. That means property, plant and equipment. Property means land, plant means building, equipment means machinery, right? So all these things are example for assets. That means if there is some future benefit, it is an asset. If the benefit is over, then it is an expense, right? Now let's come to the last question, that is the third question. Now we want to know how can we differentiate between an asset and an expense. So there are three rules for that. So rule number one or question number one is you need to ask a question here. The question is there an association between the item and revenue of the current year or current period? If the answer is yes, then it is an expense. It is otherwise known as product cost. Cost means monetary measurement of consumption of resource. When we say product cost, that means it is a cost which is driven by the number of units produced and sold. That's why it's called product cost. Example for this categorization is cost of goods sold, which is known as CGS or COGS. And the second example for that is sales staff commission. So what do you find here? When the revenue goes up, this expense is also going up. Whenever you are selling more units of the goods you have produced, your cost of goods sold is also going to increase. Whenever you are going to sell more units, your sales staff commission is also going to increase, right? So that means when revenue increases, this item is also increasing. Similarly, when revenue decreases, this item is also decreasing, right? So that means what? That means what? There is a direct association between the item of expense and the revenue of the period. So that is why, right, it is called an expense for the period. So this is coming under direct matching rule. The second rule is we are trying to ask a question, is there any relationship between the item and the period? If the answer is yes, then it is an expense of the current period. It is otherwise known as period cost. I told you already the meaning of the word cost. Cost is a resource which is measurable in money term. If you are going to talk about the consumption, then you are talking about, right, the expense. So if it is known as period cost, what does it mean? It is a period which makes this cost to come to the table. Example for that is what? Rent expenses, insurance expenses, interest on debt or borrowing, right? So that means more the period, more is this expense. Say for example, if you have to pay rent for June, it is only for June. If you have to pay from March onwards, that means March, April, May, June. That means you are talking about 4 months, right? So that means more the period, more the length of the period, more is this expense. And the third rule is this: is there a future benefit for this item? Is there a future benefit for this item? If the answer is no, then it is an expense of the current period. Else, it is an asset in the balance sheet of the entity. Example is research and development cost, R&D cost. Another example for that is training and development cost. When you are going to spend your money in research and development, let's take a pharmaceutical company. Let's assume your Sun Pharmaceutical. You are spending your money in developing a new, right, formulation. So the money you are spending is coming under this heading of research and development, right? It is not an asset because we are not very sure about the benefit of this expense, right? So under the conservatism rule, since it's very difficult to relate what will be the benefit in relation to this expense, what we do in accounting is we consider that as the expense of the current period. Similarly, training and development cost. Every company is spending money on its employees. They send them for many training programs, development programs, right? So it is certainly adding benefit, but we are not very sure about what is the exact amount of benefit we are getting because of this expense. So it is considered as expense of the current period because there is no measurable future benefit, right? So what about losses? For example, we are talking about virus now, corona. So it is impacting all the companies, right? So that means your inventory is getting wasted, right? There are problems in terms of other cost. So that means it's not going to give you any future benefit. So it is an item in P&L. It is not an expense, it is a loss, but it is more or less falling under the same rule because there is no future benefit, right? Similarly, if your factory is getting affected because of fire accident, that is also going to give you the loss because there is no future benefit for the inventory, right? Yeah, so that's it. So now let's look at the summary of this session. We have answered 3 questions here. Question number 1 is what is an expense? So anything which is resulting in reduction in the value of an economic resource because of consumption is an expense. There are 3 rules for that. One is there a relationship between the item and the revenue of the period? When revenue goes up, if the item is going up, then it is an expense. When revenue goes down, if the item is also going down, then it is an expense. This is under the direct matching rule. And the second one is there an association between this item and the period? That means once the period is getting over, right, is it happening? If the answer is yes, it is an expense. If the answer is no, then it is not an expense. And the last question is there a future benefit for this? If the answer is yes, right, then it is an asset. If the answer is no, it is an expense. If the answer is yes, it is an asset, right? That means anything that is going to give you future benefit is an asset. How should we differentiate between an expense and an asset? I already told you about those 3 rules, right? So direct matching, period check, and the last one is there a future benefit? If you arrive this item or if you decide this item is an expense, it is reported in the income statement of the company under expenses and losses. If you are identifying this item as an asset, it is reported in the balance sheet of the firm, right? So that's it, guys. See you soon. Take care.